Welcome to the Lost Lives Count, where we tally up the lives lost in horror movies, TV shows, and beyond. I am William Pride. Today I'm covering the Final Destination franchise. This franchise is actually belong with just like the Saw franchise, which I will cover because Billy is on my thing. But Final Destination is actually directed by James Wong, but it was actually created by a script created by him and Jeffrey Riddick and somebody else who actually created after the original concept was actually going to be a X-Files episode, but James Wan take the handle of it and turn it into a freaking horror movie. James Wan is actually the freaking master. You know him from my previous Lost Lives count in Dead Silence with Mary Shaw. The Saw franchise with Billy the Puppet, and the Conjuring franchise. The film follows Alex Brown and his friends, and the teacher who actually cheat death after Alex seen the veil of death's plan before it happens. The movie was hit with 6 sequels. Final Destination. The first one is Final Destination. The second one, Final Destination 2. The third one, Final Destination 3. The fourth one, The Final Destination. The fifth one, Final Destination 5. And the sixth one, Final Destination 6 Bloodlines. But the sixth one, the latest one coming out, will actually be will actually have some new story replace Tony Todd's character, because sadly Tony Todd tragically died last year. But the story was actually filmed in New York City, Vancouver, Toronto, and San Francisco. Let's investigate the tragic lost lives and determine the toll of those taken by death. Yeah, I'm actually going there. Have a good day, guys. The movie opens with New Line Cinema. New Line Cinema actually is actually the rights to the Final Destination franchise and the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. So, the production begins and lightning strikes the window. And bring the title card! The film inducts the live count showering the upcoming deaths. Honestly, yeah, it does. You actually can see the deaths that going to occur throughout and during the opening credits with the devil, and then say this is the end at the end with red letters. We meet Alex Browning, who actually played by Devon Sawa. Devon Sawa in previous appears in Idle Hands, The Devil's Dead, 38 Awera Avenue, Resurrection, The Exorcism of Molly Hartley, horror movie Hunter, Black Friday. No, it's actually Hunter x Hunter, but the horror movie is actually Hunter. But it was actually Hunter, and consumed Black Friday, all the loved ones, all the lost ones, and the upcoming 2025 film Heart Eyes, which is coming in February of 2025 on the 5th. Alex is headed to Paris, and he got his whole life ahead of him, to his dad actually say. We actually, okay, here's all the, enter Billy on screen. Here are all the cast. Aria Larry, who actually played Clear, she actually in Final Destination 2, which is her only appearance. She also in Resident Evil Extinction, Afterlife, and Final Chapter, and the Creepshow TV show. Keir Smith, who portrayed Carter Horton, is in The Forsaken and My Beloved Valentine 3D. I will actually cover My Beloved Valentine, because that is I will cover it February 1st. Yes, this will be my first ever Valentine's kill count. That is actually demise, but I actually love to cover it. And I'm also going to cover the sequel, the reboot of My Beloved Valentine 3D. Kristen Cloak, who actually played Valerie Lewis, who actually in Black Christmas 2006. Also, I should cover the Black Christmas reboot, but I forgot. Also, Chad E. Dole, who actually played Billy. Oh yeah, he actually played Todd. He actually played Todd, and he appeared in Saw 3D and Taken 3. Okay, I'm mistaken. Chad E. Dola is actually the one that played Todd Wagner. He actually is in Taken 3, which I will cover in the kill count, in the lives lost count, the Taken franchise, and also Saw 3D, which, if you don't know, Billy the Puppet is on here, and I will cover Billy in the Lives Lost count. And we actually have Billy, we have Sean William Scott, who actually played Billy. He actually played Billy Hitchcock, who actually is in Borderline. Honestly, they actually is going aboard their flight to Flight 180. The Flight 180 flight is, they're going to go to player. They're China society and talking about their passports, and honestly, a passenger honestly remarks that this isn't the end. A strange occurrence unfolds and language with the final destination on there. The character remind of the actually, this reminds me, Devon Sawa character. Well, Devon Sawa was actually in a near fatal plane accident, but he did survive. Same thing as his character in Final Destination. But his departure time and his birthday, September 25th at 9:25. Happy birthday, Alex! And approaching him is Mrs. Luton. So, honestly, there is actually a lot that report the magazine, and they take off. Grew uneasy that John Denver music played. That is Stormy Sky. Alex is frightened. There was a woman in a baby seat and a handicapped man. I am not joking. And honestly, we actually have Krista and Blake who want to move their seat with Alex. And Todd said no, but he actually moved up anyways. And he was messing with the lunch tray, but he actually tried to call the flight attendant, but he noticed something wrong. The flight take off. Then, okay, this is what actually happened. Okay, first one to die was Todd, then Terry, then Mrs. Lewis, then Connor, then Billy, then Alex, then Clear. Then it comes out to the beginning. Okay, this is what actually happened in the film. Okay, Alex foreseen the disaster before it happened. And tell everybody, get off the plane, it's going to explode! And Carter and Alex fought, and they both got thrown off the plane. The two fought, and Oh, 287 people plus the passengers. Krista, Blake, Larry, and George at 1 minute and 49 blown up. Alex, and they believe Alex after all along. That he actually prevented 6 of them from dying. We actually have disaster and Detective Weave and Shrek. They also about account for foreseeing their deaths before, and honestly, they actually count, and also the report counted the casualties, 287 casualties. And his parents are asleep, and they all went to the funeral at the principal. And it's actually the eagle statue honoring the ones that perished at in Flight 180. Tensions are high as Carter and Alex fought again. Billy once announced that he will get his driver's test and go somewhere with actually Todd announced he will go with Billy will go somewhere with him to the Jets game. Mrs. Lewis is frightened by him, and Todd, well, father is struggling with the situation because Todd other son, George, was killed. The hour of death arrived, Billy actually say. In the bathroom, Todd is gazing in the mirror, and honestly, death actually came in. And honestly, Alex is actually looking at the mirror. It was the Penthouse magazine. Meanwhile, Todd is encountered a struggle with water a little bit out of the toilet. A booming sound and owl startled him, and a desperate attempt, and he repeated Todd's name. Yeah, that's a vision! Get to Todd's house! Hastily removing clothes from the clothesline, Todd slipped and tangled. Being entangled by the clothesline, Todd got strangled to death by the clothesline at 1 minute and 97 seconds. Honestly, to tell you the truth, they actually think it was a tragic accident or a suicide. Honestly, Clear say that Clear can actually feel something was wrong, and because Clear can feel something was wrong, and Alex can see something was wrong. And honestly, Todd at Demise look forward, and we actually Todd passed away deeply mourning. Later, we actually visit the court with. We actually have William Bartram, who actually played by Tony motherfucking Todd, who, if he was alive, he would actually appreciate my phrase. But honestly, he appeared in all horror movies. He's in Final Destination, Candyman, my previous Lost Lives count, and Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, Hatchet. But William claims that the dead be walking because the dead is actually do a convulsion after death. But Alex suggests it was an accident, but the William say is no accident. They actually figure out it death's design. If you cheat death, you risk cheating death. William put it, you don't want to fuck with that Mac Daddy. This is his saying, not mine. Don't punish me, YouTube. William laughed at the hastily deported Alex. Claim to that death could reveal has its surge of force. An ominous sign appears on the bus. It's the next death. Alex recognized the harbinger of death, which means the bus is the next death. And honestly, the untimely demise, one later, that meanwhile Carter and Terry are taken nearby, and honestly, we all, the whole gang. Billy, Terry, Carter, and Mrs. Luton. Mr. Luton is actually moving in 2 weeks. But Terry say, you're going to go off and fight with Alex. Why don't you go drop fucking dead? At 76 seconds, Terry got ran over by a bus. Hey Terry, I got a question. Did you say go drop fucking dead? Why did you? It coming after telling Carter, Mrs. Luton, and everyone that and a frenzy speaking, and Alex he refused to engage. Now told his father that he will only sketch the order. But honestly, he actually sketched the order the victims would die. Otherwise, Mrs. Luton What is... Okay. Here's the order. Todd actually died first. Then Terry. Then Mrs. Luton. Then Carter. Then Billy. Then Alex. Then Clear. So Mrs. Luton actually don't want him near her, so she actually calls Agent Shrek to get him off his property. They actually have a pattern that he actually saved 6 lives that actually risk that actually one young passenger that actually. But honestly, to tell you the truth, Mrs. Luton is actually pour hot water in the mug and put cold water. There's a problem with that. If you put hot water in a mug and pour it out and put cold water, it starts to crack. And now she actually placed it on top of her computer, and then the computer short circuit, and it actually stabbed her in the front. And honestly, what actually happened, she tried to clean herself up after the explosion with a cloth, and a knife got into her chest. And Alex came in, tried to help her, but the knife lodged into her chest, killed her. And it's not helping if he pulled the knife out of the freaking chest with his bare hands. And the one that next on Death's list is Carter. Clear become worried of Death about her father. But Death, she said fuck Death because Death took her father and made her life shitty. So, fuck Death. Honestly, everybody got a second chance of life because of Alex intervening. But Alex got blamed for Mrs. Luton's death, and Carter refused to take action. So he going to make attempt to control his death, and the car stall and going to get him killed on the train. And honestly, to tell you the truth, the seatbelt ripped. Carter got stuck in the car, so Alex actually saved Carter's life. And honestly, Billy say, "You're next. You're dead." And a milk piece got caught in the train wheels and sliced Billy's head off. And he actually died. And honestly, now Alex is at Clear's cabin and make sure it's not good. And wait, he had to figure out this on his own. If he haven't moved, it will not go to him. It go to clear. Instead, yeah, if he never move, it will go to clear instead. So clear is next instead of him. So he actually have a clear is seeing her photo of herself and dad from 1986, and honestly, Death is actually trying to kill her. So the police is now chasing her. The antenna is spinning and her dog is barking at it. Alex is still alive and Clear is breaking. And honestly, her car is grounded by the tires, so Alex electrocute himself. But honestly, the originally ended date to the DVD that showing that Clear and Carter have a baby. But to tell you the truth, if it ended like that, we wouldn't have 5 more sequels. So 6 months later, Clear and Carter and now the alive Alex arrive in Paris. They actually toast to those who actually died. And now they actually meant to be, but honestly, I think it actually skipped back to Alex and Clear skipped because it almost time for Alex to die again. And the movie skips ahead. Then Carter got Carter at 1:26 at 1 minute and 26 seconds. Carter, by slamming in his back by the billboard, Carter died, which at the end of the film. How many lives lost in Final Destination? Let's find out and get to the numbers! Ooh, basic it. Like, wait, did I cheat? Uh-oh. Let's get to the numbers. In the 2000 film Final Destination, the total deaths are 297. 287 unknown individuals died, along with 3 males and 2 females. With a run time of 98 minutes, we got which have 1.663 minutes to unlock. The great acts of execution go to Billy. Honestly, Billy actually got his face. A metal piece sliced his head, his face, his head sliced in half. And it's actually a cool death that actually works. The whippy axe will go to Carter, who actually got his back slammed and cut to black. The great death for deaths that happen in visions will go to, well, Alex. Alex said death is actually a real good death. That is actually a real... That's it. Final Destination was released in 2000, and it followed by Final Destination 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 Bloodlines. But I will actually cover 2 after Terrifier before Debbie James. I am William Prouty, and this has been my Lives Lost Count. Thank you for watching, and tune in for my next Lives Lost Count. Have a good day, guys. Bye.